my players, I'm Professor Owen, and welcome back to our Pokemon Infinite Fusion versus series where me and British Eagle are racing to see who can beat the game first. Now, at the end of last episode, British had lost quite a few mons, so we took a moment to build a new team. You know, using rare candies, we agreed to get up to level 60, which is about on par with most of the Elite Four, but lower than the champion that we're going to have to fight. I think the champion's ace when we looked at it was 68. So we're all going to be in for a bit of a struggle.
72. You said something like 71 or 72.
Yeah,
it was in the 70s,
yes.
so it scared me, that's why I was like, yes, we need to grind. So,
we need to.
So real quick, as you said before we started recording, I've already seen most of your team, so my team's kind of the one that we're hyped to see like the changes.
Okay.
I've done a lot of changes. Yeah, so we'll start with yours.
So this is the only new addition, the Togeking, which is fairy and normal. I've still got the same Pokemon. I've got the Palpert, I've got the Latinite, I've got the Mew 3, I've got the Raitar, and then I've got a Dragate. Like, I really don't need to mix up this team much more, to be quite honest with you. I'm really happy with this team right now, and that Togeking just fills in that physical powerhouse that I need. British, I'm excited to see your team. Show us your team.
I'm pretty excited. I will say I could also do the T-Tar Raichu thing, but I didn't want to copy you. I want us to have different fusions, so I did a couple of different things. So we're going to start with Ifrit, the Arcanine Dragonite. So this is Arcanine Dragonite with Flash Fire, up in attack nature, and these are his moves. So that's my first one. Next up, we've got Angel. So this thing
Fairy Steel is busted.
It's an actual tank. So it takes on the special defense of Togekiss, the physical defense of Steelix. So look at these numbers. 231, and it gets better. I'm up in defense, down in speed, so Gyro Ball hits like a truck because it's based on speed stat, right?
Nice.
Dazzling Gleam, Aura Sphere, Teleport, Rocky Helmet. This thing is so good. Fairy Steel is amazing. Next up, we've got Gojo. So if you guys have watched Jujutsu Kaisen, this thing with the eyes, when he takes his mask off, the eyes look like Gojo. It's got Levitate because it's Raichu Rotom.
Yep.
So I have no weakness. So pretty cool.
Fantastic. Wow.
Some cool attacks and stuff. So pretty decent.
Okay.
Next up, we've got Hendrik. Hendrik, I took the name from Dragon Quest XI. It is Gallade and Golurk. He's a knight. He's really cool. Psychic Ghost. He's got Iron Fist to boost the Shadow Punch, the Power Up Punch. I've got Earthquake, Psycho Cut. So really freaking cool. These are sick. Then we've got Hydra, Gengar, Hydreigon. This was the best I could come up with Hydreigon. The faces looked weird with everybody else, but Gengar's makes it look like comic book, like really, like it almost reminds me of, like, did you ever play Yu-Gi-Oh with like the Toon monsters, like the Toon?
Oh yes, I remember that.
That's what this thing looks like to me. So Ghost Dragon. It's got Levitate as well, and then some really cool special attacks. And then last but not least, we've got Sujino. Sujino is the plant-based Mamoto from Zatch Bell. It's Grass Dark, T-Tar, Roserade. It's got Poison Point, Neutral Nature. Its attack and special attack are literally on par, so I've just got a balanced
look at that nice moveset. Also, there is, it goes back to what we've said in previous episodes, there is no bad Roserade fusion. I have yet to see a bad Roserade fusion. They have put so much love into that Pokemon. And the second, what was your second to last Pokemon?
This one?
That one. Ghost Dragon, you've basically got a Giratina there.
Yep.
You basically got a Giratina. This is absolutely fantastic. I'm sure people will be enjoying that. One of them might be on the layout if it's on the thumbnail. If it's not on the thumbnail, chances are we're going to see an even better mon during this episode. So, without any further ado, you ready?
I'm ready, dude. I'm ready.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go. We're off. We're off. Am I on the right speed up setting? There you go. Now I am.
Wait. Oh no, this is where we started, Helen.
This is it. Oh no! Well, I'll just skip this trainer. It's fine. Oh no! Brace is cheating, by the way.
Brace battled that where we started, and we were so confused. But it's fine. We figured it out. So one thing I will say, just to reiterate why we did the levels. I know we've already talked about it, but I want to just kind of stress why we've done this. We did these levels because the Elite Four is going to be insane. It really is. And honestly, we may need rare candies for the Elite Four too. It's that difficult. So, we're going to see how that goes. Oh, Dragon Tail doesn't work on you? Oh, okay.
Why does it not work on it?
I'm gonna D-dance.
Oh, setting up. Also, that's the other thing. Combining slacking with a Togekiss gives me access to extreme speed, which is just insane, absolutely... Dude.
That's nuts.
It's a stab extreme speed with Slacking's physical attack is just a thing of beauty. Absolutely, like literally one-shotting everything that I'm coming across right now, which is it's just absolutely brilliant. I need play rough on this Pokemon. That's the only thing I'm missing is play rough, and I'll be a very
could you not teach
very happy boy. I don't think so. I can't remember, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I don't know. Does Togekiss get it natural? I don't know. It might be an egg
does
move.
Not, but I was thinking. Oh no, you're right. If it doesn't get it naturally, then you're right. It wouldn't get it through the move tutor. Oh, that's a great point. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. So I guess it's yeah, I guess it's just gonna depend on that. Which I guess you wouldn't. So
unless I get a TM, which I'm probably not going to, unfortunately, because we're at that point of the game where, other than I love that design. Other than a handful of places where we can get.
Is this a new route?
TMs now.
No, we got our encounter. We ended the last episode getting our encounter. Because I said to you, I was like, oh, I'm right there, and you were like, okay, you can get your encounter. This is a new route, but I got it at the end of the last one, so sorry.
Okay, I don't think I've got a encounter still to have. I can't remember. I cannot remember at this point.
So put down your controller, pull up your videos, just check really quick. It's fine. No one's gonna be upset. No one's gonna be upset.
Yeah. That's fine. No, I'll do that now. You know what, Breach? You continue playing though, yeah?
Thank you. Yeah, no, I appreciate that.
No, it's fine. Yeah, you okay with that?
Yeah. No, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, I am. I'm really glad we did this because I think you had said that Firebirdies mentioned something about us like doing fusions off screen and like prepping our teams, and like this isn't a typical versus. Like we want you guys to see the what's it called, the fusions and like the updates and stuff that we find that's really cool. And so you know, yes, I know that this isn't typical in a versus to do this, but like I love it because it gives us teams
a special
that we wouldn't normally get to use. So yeah, it's
agreed.
Pretty cool. I like this a lot.
I think like I don't think we'll do this every. I don't see us doing this in versus moving forward.
I don't either.
Outside of maybe cage locks, maybe, but the reason why is because like it can disrupt the flow if you are racing, that one of you has this, has the chance to catch up maybe or close the gap. But at the same time, I don't want to be in a series where we are, there's, it's 30 episodes long and 10 of them are just grinding. Like I don't want that. It's not exciting from a content creation point of view in terms of us like enjoying doing that, and I'm pretty sure the people watching won't be enjoying that as well. So I'm absolutely fine. And you know what? When we ask people like, "Oh yeah, are you okay with us doing it?" Yeah. Firebeardy said, yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and do it. And I think there was one other person that agreed. And you know what? Nobody came across and said, no, I'd rather you don't do that. So there you go. That I love democracy, and that's what we're going with. That's what we're doing.
I think it makes sense, and it works. So yeah, wow. Oh, that's an interesting encounter.
This is my mon.
Your encounter, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. I'm glad that we're not having to grind. I'm glad that we're doing the level ups. Yeah, it won't be like this in normal versus. I obviously would not want to do that. I'd want to just grind and see how it plays out naturally. But for something like this, I mean, why would we not, right? So we've got some great mons for the thumbnails. So
exactly, for something so different, I'm happy to just like rip up the rule book and try something new. And it seems to be working. People are enjoying the content. People are tuning in. So I say we just keep rolling with this. Dark fighting. Ooh,
what do I do for unknown items? I just got an unknown item.
Yeah, I've got one. Just do not use them. I think they break the game from what I remember.
Also, can we go up here? Oh no, we don't have waterfall though. No, we don't.
Oh yeah, we haven't, have we? Yeah.
I already have Mr. Mime and Galvantula.
Mr. Tula, Mr. Tula.
Where's my freaking Mewtwo? Come on, slacking Mewtwo? I already have both of those.
You don't get a Mewtwo.
How many Mr. Mimes am I gonna run across? Did you like?
At least 3.
This is insane. It's actually insane. I just want to get here. I'll surf. See if I get something better. I don't even know if I can get anything in the water.
Yeah, you should be able to. It should be a different. Should be a different set.
Already have
You've
both
got
of
Venonat
those.
already, haven't you? Yeah,
Gosh,
yeah.
dude. I keep getting dupes.
Yes.
There are hundreds of Pokemon in this game. Oh.
That's okay.
Really good. The thing I'm torn about with this is, like, it is dupes, so it's like, I'll throw a fusion ball.
So
it's a Gyarados. I mean, Gyarados and Dragonite. I could fuse 2 Dragonites if I wanted to go that route.
You could do Rosoni. Oh, look at this Pokemon.
Nice.
I don't know what that was. I don't know what
I can't really hit.
Smash.
I can't really hit this thing. It's level 30. I guess it should resist Fire Punch.
Can you?
Oh yeah, it should be.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
What?
You just reminded me of what I need to do. I need to go and get strength. I need to go get strength. I haven't got strength.
I forgot you didn't
I knew all week I've been like, I need to go get strength. I need to go get strength. And then I've literally just seen one of your mons has strength and suddenly realized, oh yeah, I need to go and get strength. After the last episode, about 10, 15 minutes, like, where's strength? Because it is different in this game. It is different in this game. Which is why I don't have it after British told me, for 20 minutes where to go. And I checked every single building in Fuchsia City. So the way you get it in this game is you have to beat the Snorlax south of Lavender Tower. And then from there, Jasmine will appear in Fuchsia and you can get it from her. It's bizarre, but you know what? That's how we're gonna do this. So I'm gonna stock up on repels. Might as well do my little shopping spree now. Buy some.
Might as well.
Nice little items.
One thing I forgot about with Ifrit, the Fire Dragonite Arcanine thing, is that fire helps me resist Fairy. Well, I'm neutral to Fairy. Sorry, because of
Nice.
Because of Arcanine instead of being weak, which is cool. But also too, like, it also means that I'm neutral to ice attacks because of the fire typing.
Oh,
so it is a really good typing. What?
That design. It just bounced.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, these trainers do my head in.
Are we really doing this?
I'm breaking through. No, apparently not.
Okay.
Come on, British.
Right,
you beat 4 gym leaders in a single live stream. Like, this shouldn't be difficult.
You know what? You're not wrong, dude. You're not wrong. Can we please hit?
Is he?
There you go.
Can I be honest with you for a moment? I honestly thought about calling off tonight's recording session, because of your RNG, and I was extremely concerned that you would just have so much luck in this recording session that I get spanked. Which is what we don't want.
A little ridiculous, although it's not doing well right now because I've been paralyzed 14 times in like the last.
Nice.
Wait, that's your encounter?
That's the Snorlax encounter, yeah.
Oh,
I've already got. This is why I didn't go and get the Snorlax, because they're both
because that's
the
how you
same.
got the first one, yeah.
Yeah. So they're both exactly the same. So I was like, oh, I don't need that. Now I can finally go back to Fuchsia City. Yeah, come visit. Yeah, there you go. Right, okay. The British has a slight lead over me at this point.
It's very minimal. How do
I
get the...
We shall see.
Oh,
how do you get to where?
So I can go under here to get... Oh, not?
Oh.
Can
you
go
not do
under
the bridges?
What?
Okay, that seems weird
that's
to me.
All right. So did you get
Okay, let's go in this building.
Or do you know where to go to get it?
I know it's in Fuchsia. That's all I know. And I will track it down. Is that a Doduo with a Doduo? It had 4 heads. Oh, my god, where is she? Maybe she's in the Pokemon Center.
That was a little concerning because it was a Wobbuffet. You never know what's going to happen with a Wobbuffet.
Wobbuffet.
Oh, yeah, really hoping to see some crazy fusions in the Elite Four. The only thing is, I'm assuming it's not going to force evolutions, right? Because there was no setting for that, right?
No, there's no setting for that, so I think we're good. Seriously, where is she?
No, this is Route 26. We already got an encounter.
Okay, is she in this building? Here she is. Yeah, strength, please. Yes.
There you go.
Okay, so I'm gonna. So I need to teach. So, okay, the reason I am ifing and ahhing is because I'm half tempted to teach this to Togeking.
Why would you not?
Stab. Because I've already got
hesitation
extreme speed, so I'd have to drop either feint attack or hammer arm, I think. Or do I just get rid of yawn?
You need yawn in this game. You were the one who said in the last recording session, you were like, I'm just going full offensive. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, full offensive.
Might as well.
I've changed my mind. I'm going to listen to you for better or worse. Watch later on in the episode I need to... I know what's going to happen. I'm going to get into the Elite Four, and suddenly I'm not able to win because I need to put them on to sleep, and I don't have yawn anymore. But it's fine.
And then
you're blaming
it on me because that's what you like to do on your weekends.
Of course. Can I tell you about what I did today?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Story time.
Story time. So, we've mentioned about, in the past, you and Sol were going to do a series, but you couldn't get the emulator running smoothly for Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah.
So, I updated Yuzu. I then got a ROM of Pokemon Scarlet, loaded it up, and it just flat out refused to work properly. It was doing the whole laggy thing. Then I changed a couple of settings only for it to go widescreen. So, it was a white screen, okay? But if you clicked A on things, it would still pop up with the text box. It was dead weird. So then I thought, oh, okay, I'm going to look up what it says online. And everyone was saying the same thing. Make sure your graphics card is running the latest software. My software hadn't been updated since 2020. So I was like, okay, right, I'll just update the software. Dead easy. Update the software. It no longer recognized my second screen. Then it wouldn't even load Pokemon Scarlet at all. Honestly, I had an absolute nightmare. So I had to redo a load of stuff on my computer. At this point, I'm stressing out, worried that I'm going to have to reset my computer and lose everything. I was so worried. But now, British, I'm happy to announce that I have the most up-to-date version of Yuzu. And it runs thingy absolutely brilliantly. It runs it at 30 FPS.
That's awesome.
I've got it set up and everything. I'm so happy with it.
How did it outspeed me? Dude, I'm stuck in a fight. I have an arena trap Dugtrio Pukumuku that I can't get past. No. It's just crit. I've used 4 Dragon Dances. How is this outspeeding? Dragon Tail.
Oh, how is it?
Turn me into a water type. Why would you do that? Okay.
You're lucky it didn't have innards out.
I know, but I couldn't. For some reason, using Dragon Tail, it didn't. I don't know what was going on there. All right. Anyway.
Okay, I've got extreme speed.
Weird. But yeah, that's a mess. But at least it works now, so that's good. That's so really cool. That makes me want to unfuse my dragon and fuse it with Rotom. That's actually really dope. I love that.
That's adorable. I love it. Okay, do we reckon it's still Ghost? I don't think it's Ghost. It's not Ghost.
Probably Dragon Electric, if I had to guess.
It's dead.
Dead? Oh, wow.
British.
That's neat.
British. Too slow, mate. Too slow.
Oh, is
too
this?
Slow. Too slow.
Okay,
yeah, what is that? That's the start of Victory Road, right?
77,000. Oh my gosh, I have so much money. I just used my amulet coin throughout the way here. Let's go 20.
Okay. This guy knows what he's doing. This guy's got a plan. I wonder what's in here. What do we think's in here? Oh, is it? Oh, does she heal you? Oh, I've just used a potion. Oh, honestly. How far behind am I? Probably not that far, right?
Not far. You're like a few trainers behind me. Yeah, I'm just selling stuff right now. Prepping for the... I've got so many extra items that I don't need. Cute, I guess.
I kind of like it, actually.
Gold ring sells for 10 grand.
Free.
What?
10 grand?
Yeah,
I'm breaking
free. 10 grand. Not bad. Big mushroom.
You what? What'd you do?
What?
How much?
Huh?
Stick?
Where?
Stick!
You?
I'm Stick!
Me? Oh,
I'm
by
Stick,
the way,
but I could be so much more.
Did you see online the news about what Marvel might be doing soon? You hear about this?
No, go on.
Okay, so Marvel is not happy. Oh, that's insane. Okay, before I tell you what Marvel does, or they're thinking about doing, that's insane.
That is cool. I like that.
So, Marvel said a couple things recently. One, they're thinking about scrapping the Kang stuff because they're not happy with the results
about this.
From Loki, from Ant-Man, and just the whole legal issues, even though it turned out that it was, from what I've read, it doesn't sound, I'm not trying to get into legal issues and stuff on here, but it does sound like from what has transpired that it wasn't his fault or he didn't do anything. Apparently, like the accusations were false. That's at least what I've read online. So he's like, look, I should be let free of this. Like, I've not done anything wrong. Like, we've proved these accusations are wrong. So now, where am I going here? Oh, this is Victory Road. Duh, of course.
Is it Victory Road?
Here's the thing, though. Not only are they thinking of scrapping Kang, because Kang is doing so poorly, they're thinking of moving on to Doctor Doom soon, and they're thinking about bringing back the original 5 of the Avengers, and I think that's a ploy to get the excitement back. Nidoran, Curan, what is this? Cubone.
Cubone and Nidoran, female. Oh, I don't want to forfeit the match.
Have this.
What am I doing?
Do I have Cubone or
Oh, that's your encounter.
Yeah, that's my encounter. I don't think I have this. I'm going to throw a ball and catch it, and I'm going to check my bag and see if I do. But, yeah, so the Marvel Studios is looking into potentially bringing back the squad, the main 5, and they're going to use the multiverse to be like, yeah, we got you from a previous dimension before you passed away. And, okay, another encounter.
Right, okay.
So, I don't know. It feels rough, to be honest. I don't know how I feel about that.
It feels very rough.
Do I have a Cubone?
I get why. I get why. Because there's obviously with everything going on about around Kang's actor, and obvioush Quantum Mania wasn't well received. Even though I'm really enjoying Loki season 2, like and Quantum Mania, I enjoyed as well.
I think it got too much crap. I think people just don't like Ant-Man in general. That's what I think the issue is. I don't think that the movie was necessarily bad. I don't think it's my favorite.
It was bad.
It's not my favorite movie of all time.
Yes.
But I do.
Oh.
Well, that's a cool. Yeah, that's a great.
I love Kingdra. I love Kingdra. I honestly think it's probably outside of the 60s evolution line. I think it's my favorite Gen 2 Mon, Kingdra. I love the design. I love the typing, everything about it.
Wait,
no! Okay, it's fine.
Did they change how to do? Okay, it's the same as before, but this seems really far away. Okay, there's a strategy to do this. It's a little bit different than in.
Doesn't know what he's doing.
I just come around. But yeah, I think that for whatever reason, people just don't like Ant-Man. I don't really get it. Just, oh shoot, I've messed this up.
Have you?
Yeah, I think. Oh no.
Oh,
I think I got it.
Do you?
There we go. And you can click X to go. Nope, messed up. Do it again. I love that we're right near each other. This is great. Okay, so you got to push it here.
Okay. Oh, the race is on. You can tell. You can tell we're concentrating because we've gone so quiet.
Oh wait, no, this is right. Okay, wait. I know what the. Yeah, you got to go.
Okay, and then up. I need to go up. Oh my! Damn, speed up. Okay, right. Oh, where are you? Way. Okay, I'm like 2 steps ahead of you.
No. Oh, shoot. Wait. How did? I messed up. Okay. Yeah. Gotta do it again, dude. This is annoying. Oh man, we've. All right.
Nearly there.
How did? Okay, so let me do this again. Okay.
Got it. Yes. Anyway, so now I can talk because I'm relatively stress free. Yeah, Quantum Mania I enjoyed for what it was. I think if I had to have any gripes about Quantum Mania, it's the fact that they did the whole I can't tell you yet. When if it's one of those things where if they'd have just communicated, then a lot of the issues would have been resolved earlier on. I think for me as well. One of the annoying things, obviously, like parts of that were filmed on the volume, and more shows are being filmed on the volume.
Up there? Oh wait, sorry, I'm trying to figure out.
No, go back down. So push it up once more, then right. Yep, now all the way to the right. Yep, right, and then up, and then you can get to it from the left. Oh, sorry. Push it one more to the left. No, 2 more to the left.
Oh, I can go back. That's right. Okay, I don't have to restart all this. Okay.
Yeah, and then up. Okay, you're nearly there. Up. And then
there we go. Okay.
There you go. There you go.
What a
Got
puzzle.
it.
That might be that's like Legend of Zelda difficulty. Like, my goodness. But
I love it.
You were saying about like how you feel about the Kang movie.
Yeah, so like the more and more shows now are using the volume, and it's becoming very apparent when they're using the volume, and it does feel like, oh, like there's nothing around them, and there obviously is something you can see around them, but physically there's nothing around them. And Ahsoka was really guilty of this, where like when they're fighting in the forest, and it's like they just happen to be fighting in a clearing in the forest, whereas when you compare that to The Force Awakens, where they're fighting in the forest and they're chopping down trees and hiding behind them, and you don't get that with the volume, because obviously there's nothing there for them to physically interact with. And like one of the things that I love about Ant-Man is the sizing gimmick of he's either really small or he's really big, and how that plays into it. Because they're in the quantum realm, it doesn't work well because the sizes are all over the place. So you've got like giant ants, but they don't look giant because you've got nothing in real life to compare it with, if that makes sense.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
And while I like, and I honestly, if it comes out that, you know, Jonathan Majors has done the stuff that he's accused of doing, I will be gutted, because they've
already confirmed it. That's the thing. From what I've read online, they've confirmed that the accusations were false. And actually, I think recently, from what I read, the woman who claimed was making the claim just recently got arrested for doing something else that was apparently similar.
Okay.
So yeah, it doesn't exactly look great on her end. But
no,
I'd be gutted too. I like Kang, but I think that they're not seeing the numbers. And the numbers, unfortunately, whether you like Kang or not, is what's going to dictate whether they continue with him. Not because of him personally, but I think it's all down to how much money they can make, obviously.
But
right?
I think, agreed, but honestly, I think, like, yeah, maybe Kang-centric shows aren't doing the numbers yet, but like, that's because Kang at the moment isn't like this universal threat. Once you have, it's the next Avengers film and Kang's the head villain, I think like money's going to roll in, because it's a combination of, this is the new big bad who's, you know, not as strong as Thanos, but like the thing with Kang is it doesn't matter how many times you kill him, a variant of him is going to pop up at some point, and he has technology from the future. And I honestly feel like if they do this now, I think they're making a huge mistake, because I think Doctor Doom should be a villain at some point, but not yet. I think you need to do the legwork for Doctor Doom, and if we get Doctor Doom, I think you need Fantastic Four alongside him.
For sure, 100%.
It's just going to be really interesting to see what they do with this. But I think the biggest problem here is the same problem that Disney had with Star Wars, episode 7, 8, and 9, where, okay, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, let's get on to it. Should we not, like, take a moment to plan all this out? No time for planning, we're just going to do it. And it's exactly the same thing with Marvel at the moment, where like you look at Phase 1, and Phase 1 was about building up these heroes that leads into the Avengers film. Phase 2 was continuing to develop that, and then slowly start to introduce the space elements and culminate in another Avengers film. And then Phase 3 was like, okay, right, now we're just filling out the roster, and now we're going hard on the Infinity Stones and space, which leads into Avengers, Infinity War and Endgame, where it's a nice culmination of all that. The problem with Phase 4, though, is Phase 4 doesn't know whether or not it wants to do introducing new characters, building current characters, whether or not it wants to do shows that follow on from one another, shows that are completely distinct from one another, some shows that are multiversal, some shows that are just about like slice of life. It is so bizarre, because like if you ask me what Phase 4 is, I can't give you a definitive answer. Like, what's the overarching theme? Well, there wasn't one. I mean, we're in Phase 5 now, which blows my mind that we're in Phase 5 and we didn't get an Avengers film for the end of Phase 4.
which doesn't make sense. That was handled poorly. I honestly, like, from what I've heard and the way I understand it is that, like, they didn't have a great plan going into it. Like, early on, when they first did phase 1, 2, 3, like, those first 3 phases, they were like, we know what we're doing, we know where we want to go, we know what the villain is. And what I think I loved, and I'm assuming most people loved because it was received so well, is that, you know, the post-credit scenes? For the first 3 phases, we were all waiting for those post-credit scenes to be like, are we getting Thanos? When is he coming? Where is he? And, like, there was the scene at one of the movies where it's like, fine, I'll do it myself. Or something like that.
Yeah.
And then there's another movie, I think it's at the end of the first Guardians, where he's in his throne, he's sitting on his throne, and he turns around, and that's the first time you're like, oh, that's him. Like, he's here.
Yeah.
And there's, like, you got all these scenes that built up that excitement. And I just don't feel like they've done that. To your point, they didn't have an Avengers movie. Oh, you're Ghost. Shoot. To your point, they didn't have an Avengers movie. They've not really defined who the main Avengers are because, to be honest, there's almost too many right now to determine who, like, the core are. Because I can't I don't know right now. If you had to ask me, like, hey, British, like, what's your main core for the main Avengers? Like in phase 1 through 3, I don't know. Some people are saying that Shang-Chi is part of that. How are you going to make Shang-Chi, the guy who's had one movie, like the main core of Avengers? That makes no sense. You can't do that. I mean, you can.
So, well, they did it with Doctor Strange. So Doctor Strange had one film. He had a cameo in Thor, and then he was one of the main characters of Infinity War. But there was only 1 to 2 years between those films, so that worked. Whereas the problem with Shang-Chi
really
is,
too.
Whereas Shang-Chi had his film come out 3 years ago. By the time he's in the next Avengers film, that's going to be like 5-6 years. Like, that is a massive gap. And like I still maintain Secret Invasion should have been the Avengers film.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, I think it is, but we're not getting it to like 25 or something like that, or whenever it's coming out.
But sorry, did I? No, Secret War, Secret Invasion.
That's what I'm thinking of. Sorry, yep, you're right.
Yeah, Secret Invasion should have been the Avengers film, and because the reason why they didn't do Secret Invasion, I think, is because of the cost of bringing all those actors back for a Marvel show. It just wasn't going to work. Because, you know, trying to bring back all these big actors that command a big paycheck, it's not going to work out. So what they should have done is gone, okay, right, the Avengers is disbanded, and Fury's like, no, I need to create a new Avengers team. Oh, all these new up-and-coming heroes? Okay, let's have a look at these. And then the film is about like, oh, well, this group of new Avengers don't trust one another. On top of one of them, or more than one of them, could actually be a Skrull, and them eventually figuring out how to work together and overcome their differences to go, okay, we are an Avengers team, we need to work together. And the great thing about doing it with the lesser characters of, you know, Shang-Chi and She-Hulk and stuff like that is that it would cost a lot less, because those actors cost a lot less than like Chris Hemsworth and, you know, Chris Evans and, you know, all these other characters. They could have and should have ended phase 4 with Secret Wars that sets up the next set of Avengers.
100% agree. I mean, and I agree with you about the Doctor Strange thing, but to your point with that as well, though, like, it worked well. And what tied into the story, right? So I think the reason why Doctor Strange works well, in my opinion, with that whole, like, he was in one movie and then boom, he just kind of showed up. Oh, you all right there?
Yeah, look.
Oh, dang. I'm not there yet. I got to get there. I'm behind you a little bit. Be curious to see what the level is for that. That's the legendary, right?
Yeah, that's the legendary.
Only
okay.
45, that's not bad at all. So, but the thing I was going to say with Doctor Strange is that they made him an integral part of... Oh, why are you up front? Okay, that's... And I'll just Dragon Pulse, Dark Pulse. The reason why it worked is because they used him well, right? Like, he comes in, and you're like, oh, okay, so he's the one who can see all the visions of the future, and he's the one who has the time stone, and the time stone works for the, like, all of the things he did worked well. Shang-Chi, what does he do? He has rings that, like,
he got rings,
strange but somewhat interesting powers. Like, I don't know. There's nothing there that's like I don't know. There's nothing there that does anything for me. I think this is a legendary. Oh no, it's Alakazam and Haunter. That's cool.
Okay,
I gotta get out of here.
nice.
Oh boy.
Is that? Wait, is that the Entei?
Yeah, it's the Entei. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Press substitute so it can't hit me. Or hit me as well, I guess. But yeah,
okay,
no,
but
that's what worked. And like Shang-Chi, not only has it been a long time since we've seen him, but like, is anybody honestly really excited for him to show up? I'm not. Like, there's nothing I'm excited about with this. I can't.
See, like, I
like,
really
do you see
did.
what I'm saying though? Like Shang-Chi, like, who's excited for that? Who? Like nobody.
Yeah, I would watch another film with him, but the problem is it's been that long that like some of that excitement like just peters out because it's like, oh yeah, okay, so can't have been that important if we haven't done anything. And speaking of like something that hasn't been done in a while, I mean, look at the Eternals. Like the Eternals for you know, all the issues that people say it has, and I will admit that it does have some issues. Eternals is one of my favorite Phase 4 films. I absolutely love Eternals. I would love to see more of it. I don't think we're going to get anything for quite a long time with the Eternals, if ever, because of just how poorly it was received, which is a shame because I really rated that film. And it's just, like, it speaks to just the issues of, like, one of the things people have always liked about the Marvel films is the interconnectivity. And, you know, to start with, the films were interconnected, but they weren't obvious about it. It was very much a, like, nudge and a wink here and there. And people would be like, oh, okay, they're interconnected, and the fans would enjoy it. But regular cinema goers wouldn't feel like they've got to do the homework of, okay, before I can watch the Avengers, I need to watch all these different films. Because the way they did it was, oh, no, you get rewarded for watching everything, but you don't need to watch them. But Phase 4 feels very much like, oh, no, it's homework. Because it's kind of like, okay, well, you've got all these shows, but how are they interconnected? And now I'm trying to figure out, like, well, how are they interconnected? And the answer kind of is, well, at the moment, they're not interconnected. Like, Shang-Chi's post-credit scenes suddenly gets the Avengers together to go, oh, yeah, your bangle's, like, really ancient and it's sending signals to space. That's great. Have we heard anything more about that? No, nothing more about that. And, like, I'm waiting for that moment where everything just kind of clicks together. Where they turn around and go...
But they're not building anything to click together.
No.
Like the Infinity Stones was the thing that everybody was chasing, but there's nothing that they're chasing. Like, what are we chasing? Kang, I guess? Like, is that really what we're supposed to... Like, I think it's going to be hard for them to ever match what they did with the Infinity Stones, because there's not any more items for us to, like, get excited about. And I'll be honest, like, I think it's peaked. Like, I'm gonna keep watching. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm super excited for all the other shows and all the Marvel stuff. I just don't think they're ever gonna capture the audience the way that it was before. And I also think, too, they made it simple before, sort of. Like, and what I mean by that is, like, okay, if you're new to Marvel, you can go binge the movies and just the movies, and you'll get the same characters. It'll make sense for the most part, and it should be relative. Oh my gosh. All right, well, that's something. But like, you should be, that's really cool.
Something.
It looks like, wait, it's King Gambit. I didn't even notice that. It's King Gambit, but just like looking like Arceus. Oh wait, that's wrong move. But I think that, like, it's gonna be tough for people to get engaged, because you're right, it is complicated now. It's confusing. Like, before, it was everyone wants these stones. If you put them into a gauntlet, it's gonna make you super duper strong. And anyone who wasn't really a big Marvel fan but wanted to just understand for that big, you know, climactic ending could get involved. And now you can't, because it's like, all right, well, what's going on? It's like, where do I even begin, sort of thing. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because, like, for me, it's not too bad, because I've kept up to date on pretty much everything. So the only things that I have not watched are Secret Invasion, simply because like I waited until I was a bit burnt out. I had a lot of stuff to watch, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll wait until the reviews come out, and then I'll make a decision. Yeah, exactly.
You mean
with Nick?
Are you talking about
with Nick Fury and the Skrulls?
Oh, you didn't see that?
No, I've not watched it because the reviews just came out saying it was that bad and just butchered so much. I was like,
yeah,
I'm not that fussed. I'm not that fussed about watching it.
It wasn't exciting. Yeah, I've seen it
exactly.
already. It wasn't worth
I'd like, and the other thing I haven't seen is Werewolf by Midnight, despite the fact that that has been, I have heard good reviews about that, but I've just, but it just speaks to, yeah, it's on Disney Plus. It's in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but no one really talks about it. And this is the thing about, like, for me at the moment, it's not too bad because I'm like, okay, I've watched most of the shows up till now, so it doesn't feel like homework. But the problem is, the more people fall behind or people get into it late, it's like, okay, you're going to watch a new Avengers film. Oh, yeah, I'm going to watch it. Okay, so before you can watch it, you need to watch all these different shows.
Yep.
And it's like to the point where like my daughter wants to watch Multiverse of Madness, but before she can watch Multiverse of Madness, she kind of needs to watch WandaVision. Yep. Otherwise, the whole twist with Wanda becoming evil is going to be like, well, why is that a thing? But then, like, you know, she wants to watch the next Spider-Man film. Well, the problem with the next Spider-Man film is she's never seen any of the Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield Spider-Man films. So she's not going to take, like, full interest in that. There are, like, the Marvels film that's coming out. Well, before you can watch the Marvels film, one of the characters is introduced in WandaVision, and one of the characters is introduced in...
Real quick, Owen, sorry, I got to pause. What do I do now? I've pushed the brick down the hole. Can I... Usually, when the brick's down
why
there,
is he not dropped?
That's what I'm saying. I know.
Try again. Oh, okay. Right, push it back out. I tell you what, let's save and wrap up this episode, and we can figure it out off screen, yeah?
Okay, yeah, because I've been trying to figure out where to... I can't get to the next part without it dropping down the hole.
That's weird. That's weird. Okay.
I will say, I moved the boulder from another area because I messed up the first boulder that's supposed to go down here. I wonder if that's messed it up.
Okay, right, let's figure it out off screen. So thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, leave a like down below, click one of the on-screen links to watch another one of our videos. Make sure to subscribe to British Eagle if you're not already. Link is in the description down below. And until next time, remember to flex you're in a geek. See ya.